Hello everybody and welcome back to Farm Simulator 19. We left off with me leasing this new in-game windrower. Okay, lower that down, turn it on. Is it on? And here we go. So we're just taking the hay and windrowing it up into manageable lines here. I don't know if that's supposed to turn on or not. They don't seem to be spinning, so I don't know. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Besides driving it all over the place. So, yeah, in between episodes, I took care of the animals as far as feeding them and everything. I just need to water them. But we've got an issue over on our other field over there, and I'll show you that in a minute. I just want to get this taken care of. Watch out for the cars. And yeah, we have an issue over on our field, our oat field, and I don't know if I can solve it with what I'm planning on doing. So we'll have to experiment with that together just to see what exactly how exactly we can resolve the situation. But I really like this one. I don't know, I mean, I know they all basically do the same job as far as windrowers go, but for some reason this one just really hits the spot for me. So I like it. I like it a lot. Now, our household is going crazy in real life. As I mentioned in the previous video, my son and future daughter-in-law are also my roommates. They take care of me. And they're getting married on Saturday. So the countdown to the wedding is in full mode, as it were. And trying my best to help my new daughter-in-law, soon-to-be daughter-in-law, realize that she doesn't have to stress out over everything, you know? So I gave her some pre-wedding advice or tips, and I'll share them with you guys. Of course, I'm no longer married, so take it with a grain of salt. But my advice is, number one, nothing is going to go according to plan. Or not everything is going to go according to plan. That's the first thing. But it's okay because, talking to her, you and maybe one or two other people are the only ones that are going to know that didn't go to plan. So as far as everybody else is concerned, it's going to be fine. That's number one. Number two, make sure you eat something. It's a long day. I've looked at their schedule. The girls, ladies, will be at the hair salon doing hair and makeup at 7 a.m. the wedding is not until 2. So, yeah. And they'll be doing that. And so make sure you eat something. And she definitely has to mind that, because she has a lot of allergies that affect her diet. So there's only certain things that she can eat that don't make her sick. So she has to be careful not to eat. In other words, eat something, but also eat stuff that you normally would eat, so that you know that you're not going to accidentally eat something that's going to create issues like this guy. All right, I'm driving the car right over the top of your paint job. That's on you, buddy. And third advice is, whatever you do, try really hard on your wedding day to have fun and stay in the moment, because it's going to be a day you want to remember. And if you're not careful, it can just turn into a total blur and you don't remember nothing. So, yep, that's the Gray Gamer giving out pre-wedding advice. And again, that service is free because nobody would pay for it. But yeah. All right, back to Farm Sim Gray. What are we doing here, buddy? Looks like we got it done. So, first things first, let's get over here to the garage. And let's return it, so we're not paying any more for it. And there we go. All right, now I'm going to take you guys on a little ride over to the farm. I got the forage wagon there. We'll pick this grass up. I'm not going to do that on screen because, did I miss a spot? I missed the row, but we'll get it with the wagon. What I'm going to try, what I was saying is, I'm not going to do that on screen, picking up the hay, because I don't want to do a whole another episode of Grass Simulator. Okay, and we, as you can see, we've got the straw over here to pick up, but the problem is that our field, if you remember, my field was full of weeds. Now, what I don't know, and I'm going to test this theory, because you can see when I get over here, look at this. It's crazy sauce. You know what they need to put in the game? You're going to put weeds in the game. You need to put goats in the game. Yep. Now, the question is, if I windrow this, or if I weed it, use a weeder on it, is it going to pick up? Or should I say, is it going to delete? I guess is the word I'm looking for. Is it going to delete? I'm trying to move over so I can go down one row here, because I want to know, is it going to just delete the straw? I know it'll take care of the weeds, but it's not taking care of the weeds. Okay, what's going on? Here we go. Lower that down. There's no turning it on, right? Yeah. Okay, it's not. It's not doing the weeds, and it's not getting rid of the straw. Okay, so our only other option is, do we leave the weeds on there and pick up the straw? What's the difference between an episode of me picking up the hay over there and an episode of me picking up the straw over here? I don't know. But we're going to pick up the straw first, I think, you know. I think we're going to fill up our hay barn. Or at least we're going to fill up, not hay. Again, sorry. We might fill up the barn with the straw. So that could be a thing. But in the next episode, I think what I might be doing is I might be replacing that silo, like I said, with the in-game one. Let's take a quick look at that just to do something different. Let's go over here to placeables. Let's go to, oh, it would be over here. Obviously, silos. Okay, these are the ones that are in-game currently. The grain silo, the large grain silo, the large silo extension. Now we could put this extension next to this and increase. See, it's only 90,000 versus 180,000. So we could increase the value of, or the size of that. But if I go over here, okay, these are the bunkers that are in the game now. This one is 90,000. But it holds 10 million. Is that 10 million? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 million. I guess 1 million of everything, including oats. I don't know what that is, but hay, grass, etc., etc. Or maybe that's hay. I don't know. And all of the vegetables, and it's 90,000. If we go back to this one is 90,000 as well, the one we have, and this is 110. So this is actually cheaper, or that barn one is actually cheaper than this. So yeah, I might do it. I might pull the trigger on it. But I learned the hard way that you don't want to sell the silo that you have until you empty it, because guess what? You lose everything that is in there. So we definitely don't want to do that. So, all right, I think I'm going to cut away and come back after we have this finished, and then we'll end our episode with we'll end the episode with me trying to take care of this weed problem. All right. All right. Well, we got 2 tippers off the field, full ones, and then this one, which is a third. And like I said, I don't know if we're going to reach capacity on this thing or not, but going back to what I was saying about putting that other silo in, it's 90,000. I've only got 61,000 now, so I need to make some money, obviously. And I'm going to put the other barn, even though the barn will hold hay and straw and all those things, I'm going to put it somewhere else on the farm and use it like I'm using that silo there. Because just for my own, at least to start with, I don't want to have to unload the straw and hay that I'm putting into that one, just because we're going to put a different silo up. If you know what I mean, if you understand what I'm getting at. I don't think I can squeeze that in there, or I don't think I should try. I'm looking at between the bale picker upper and the harvester. Should I try it? It's not going to end well, is it? Nope, we're not going to do it. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to put it right here. Yeah, like that. All right, let me get hooked up to the sprayer, and then we'll offload the fertilizer. Well, actually, I could probably fertilize. Yeah, I don't know. Do I want to fertilize the weeds? That seems like a bad idea in terms of prepping the fields, you know. All right, I'm going to come over here, not too close to the herbicide. I'm going to unload there. So that got rid of the pest, fertilizer. Now we'll get the herbicide and fill that up. And what it does, well, I'll show you. Two containers of the fertilizer, so it should be close to full. Yeah, that's plenty for that little field. By the way, it's interesting to note we get 3 and a little bit of 3 forage wagons full on the on this field, and on the other field, the hay field behind me, we get about 3 forage wagons full of hay. So it's pretty cool that it's close to balanced. I did it again. I always misjudge this thing. All right, so turn it on and go. Wow, you're slow, Gray. Go faster. Must go faster. Okay, look what happens to the weeds. The weeds are still there. They just get deaded. So I have to go back over it with the cultivator and clear that all out. Swing around, make sure you catch that corner, Gray. Make sure you don't catch the trees. And yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I still have to give the horses water, and I still have to train them up. So I'll be doing that off screen. And I forgot to turn before I got close enough to the Bowser's, or the water tank there, whatever you call it. So let me back it up and swing it around. Am I going to catch it? Yep. Wow, the fence too, Gray. But yeah, we're going to call it there. I'm out of time. So what are we going to do? I'm going to work on the horses off screen, get them trained up. And I got a few more days to get those 2 to max capacity or max value. So that's a thing. And there we go. Turn that off and fold that up. So what do I have to do? I need to get the hay picked up off that field. We'll do that off screen. I'll train the horses off screen. Tomorrow we'll come back. We'll prep this field again. In the meantime, if I have time, because like I said, it's really crazy around here in my real life right now with everything going on. My main job is to watch the girls, my granddaughters, while they're doing all the stuff they're doing. So, I got to be on my job, you know what I'm saying? Pop's got to do his job, the Gray Gamer. And the little lady gamer and her sister. We don't have a name for little lady gamer's sister yet. Oh no, can I put this back in there? I'm not going to worry about this either. I messed it up. So I've got the wagon. I'll get this all sorted. again, off screen, doing a lot off screen. Preparation for the next day's episode. So thank you guys for stopping by and checking me out. I do appreciate it. You got free pre-wedding advice. So again, thank you guys for stopping by. And hey, I will see you again tomorrow.